Oasis Audio presents The Chocolate Sundae Mystery by Gertrude Chandler Warner. Read for you by Aimee Lilly. Chapter 1. The Pink Truck. One spring morning, 4 children stood outside their house in Greenfield, washing the family station wagon. 6-year-old Benny Aldens soaked his dirty rag in a pail of sudsy water.
Boy, it's getting hot out here,
he remarked to his brother Henry. Henry, who was 14, stood near Benny, carefully polishing the front bumper.
It sure is, he agreed. When we're done, we could go get some ice cream at the shop.
Yes!
Benny almost shouted. He grabbed a clean cloth and vigorously dried the front fenders. The shop was the oldest ice cream parlor in Greenfield. Benny thought it served the best ice cream in town, even better than the homemade ice cream their housekeeper, Mrs. McGregor, made with her old handheld crank.
Ice cream before lunch?
Benny's 12-year-old sister Jessie raised her eyebrows. She tried to sound stern, but secretly she couldn't resist teasing her little brother.
Please, Jessie, just a small cone,
Benny pleaded. He wiped the fender even harder.
I promise it won't ruin my appetite. As if anything could,
Benny's 10-year-old sister Violet said, chuckling. She made sure to wink at Benny so he would know she was teasing. Violet never wanted to hurt anybody's feelings.
Why don't we just have our whole lunch at the parlor?
Jessie suggested.
I think they're still serving tuna and grilled cheese sandwiches.
Jessie always had practical suggestions.
Yes, I'm sure they are, Henry agreed. I've never known the shop's menu to change.
Grandfather says the menu is the same as when he was little,
Benny pointed out.
They're still using the same ice cream recipes. I'll just run in to tell Mrs. McGregor where we're going,
Jessie said. Mrs. McGregor, their grandfather's housekeeper, took care of all the Aldens and their dog, Watch. Not that the Alden children needed much looking after. After their parents died, Henry, Jessie, Violet, and Benny had lived all by themselves in an abandoned boxcar in the woods. When their grandfather finally found them, he invited them all to live with him. The children knew they were really going to love Grandfather when he made sure to give Watch and the boxcar a home, too. Watch lived in the house with the children, and the boxcar was kept in the backyard, so the Aldens could visit it whenever they wanted. Quickly, Violet gathered up the dirty rags and put them in a pail of clean, soapy water to soak. Henry coiled the hose and hung it on a hook in the garage. Benny put away the car wax and cleaning supplies.
Mrs. McGregor would like us to pick up a gallon of ice cream for the house,
Jessie said, as she came running out the front door with Watch at her heels.
It looks like Watch wants to come with us,
Violet said, smiling.
He can't come into the shop, though, Henry reminded them. You know they don't allow dogs in restaurants.
Oh, Watch won't mind waiting outside,
Benny said, as he clipped a red leash onto Watch's collar.
Almost everyone in Greenfield stops to pet him, don't they, Watch?
Watch cocked his head at Benny, but suddenly he jumped up and tugged at his leash.
Hey, do you hear that?
Benny asked.
Yes, someone is playing some music. It sounds like it's coming from just down the street,
Violet said. She ran across the lawn with Benny and Watch at her heels.
I think it might be an ice cream truck,
Jessie said, as she and Henry caught up with the others. Down the street, the children could see a bright pink truck with a large green and white striped canopy over it. A loud melody sounded from the truck's speakers. White and green balloons were tied to its back fenders.
I've never seen an ice cream truck like that,
Benny said. His big eyes grew even rounder. Already a line of children had begun to form by the truck.
Saunders Ice Cream Treats.
Violet read the green lettering painted on one side of the truck.
Look at their flavors. Hazelnut, lemon lime swirl, English red raspberry, French vanilla, Jamaican coconut double fudge chocolate.
Henry read aloud from the big sign attached to the truck's fender.
They sound very fancy,
Violet whispered.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?